Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Before we get started, I want to say thank you because we have just surpassed 100 subscribers. This is a huge milestone and I'm very proud of how this community is growing. So please continue liking and sharing, and our next goal is 250. We're a channel dedicated to sleep, and I only just realized that we haven't discussed what sleep actually is. Sure, we've discussed elements of sleep, such as brain waves and circadian rhythm, but I haven't given a clear definition of what sleep is. And I know we all understand what sleep is since it's a human function, but I haven't addressed it scientifically. So today, I am giving a scientific definition for what sleep is, why it's important, and the stages of sleep. Hey everyone, my name is Matthew, and welcome to Calm Insomniac, where we're a community of people trying to get a better night's sleep. If you enjoy learning about sleep health, sleep tips, and relaxing classical music, then please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for notifications. We first need to answer, what is sleep? At its simplest, sleep is the body's rest cycle. A more complete definition indicates that sleep is a naturally recurring physiological state characterized by altered consciousness. As a physiological state, sleep is a necessary function for humans. In fact, sleep is a necessary function across the entire animal kingdom. And sleep is one of the most well-preserved functions throughout evolution. This means that over time, as we evolved, sleep maintained necessary, and this means that even the dinosaurs needed to sleep. And as a state of altered consciousness, sleep slows down many of our bodily functions so that it reduces our sensitivity and awareness to the world around us. During sleep, our brain activity slows down, as well as our heart rate. Additionally, our muscles relax even to the point of a sort of temporary paralysis. Now, this doesn't affect muscles critical to our survival, such as our heart. And sleep is also characterized by periods of rapid eye movement, which is known as REM sleep. Finally, sleep is an anabolic state, and this just means that our body is building up or in a period of restoration. This is opposed to a metabolic state where our body is in the process of breaking something down, hence the word metabolism. So that's what sleep is, and we all know the feeling of needing sleep, but what exactly is controlling that sensation? Well, sleep is primarily controlled by two internal biological mechanisms, circadian rhythm and sleep-wake homeostasis. We've discussed circadian rhythm several times before in our previous videos, but let's quickly remind ourselves. Circadian rhythm is our body's internal clock. This process regulates our sleep cycle primarily through environmental cues. These environmental cues are the lightness and darkness in the world around us. So when the sun is up during the day, we usually feel awake, and when the moon is up at night and it's dark outside, we usually feel sleepy. Circadian rhythm also influences our metabolism and body temperature. When we sleep, our metabolism slows down and our body temperature decreases. The light-dark cycle of our environment cues our circadian rhythm to influence these processes. But humans are increasingly altering our circadian rhythms due to the prevalence of artificial light, with indoor lighting and electronic screens being the major culprits. And sleep-wake homeostasis is the process that keeps track of our need to sleep. This process reminds us to sleep after a period of sleep deprivation and also controls the intensity of our need to sleep. So the longer we're awake, the stronger our desire to sleep is, and this sensation is controlled by sleep-wake homeostasis. Additionally, this process can also control the length of our sleep. It's important to know that the process of sleep-wake homeostasis can be altered or interrupted by medical conditions, stress, or other external factors. Now we need to answer another crucial question. Why is sleep important? Sleep is a necessary function. The quality of our sleep is an important factor of our overall health, and sleep is a restorative process. Sleep improves our brain and physical function. When we sleep well, our brain's elasticity improves, meaning our ability to adapt to situations and retain information increases. Additionally, sleep improves our physical function by restoring itself. When we sleep, our body releases growth hormones which promote growth and muscle restoration. This is critically important for children and teenagers, and it's one of the reasons why teenagers are recommended to sleep even longer than adults because of their need to grow. And quality sleep promotes a strong immune system. When we're well rested, we are more capable of fighting off infection and disease. And as a reminder, poor sleep can lead to a whole host of issues, including reduced motor skills, reduced emotional stability, diabetes, obesity, high blood pressure, cardiovascular disease, and many other problems. As the final element of our overview of sleep, I want to introduce the stages of sleep. There are two primary stages of sleep: rapid eye movement or REM sleep and non-REM sleep. We spend most of our time in non-REM sleep, and our sleep cycle occurs over a period of about 90 minutes, and this 90-minute cycle will repeat itself about 4 to 6 times during a night of quality sleep. Stage 1 is non-REM sleep, where we begin transitioning from wakefulness to sleep. In this stage, our body begins slowing down some functions such as our breathing, our heart rate, and our muscles relax and sometimes twitch. And this is the stage where you might notice that your muscles twitch and it accidentally wakes you up. Stage 2 is non-REM sleep, where our body slows down its functions even further. Our brain waves slow down and our eye movements will stop at this stage. Additionally, our body temperature will lower. During this stage, we are unaware of our surroundings, and when we're asleep at night, we spend most of our time in stage 2. Stage 3 is non-REM sleep, where our body is in deep sleep. At this point, our brain is emitting delta waves, which are the slowest brain wave. At this stage, our body's functions are the slowest, and we are mostly unresponsive to external stimuli, so it's very difficult to wake someone out of deep sleep, though not impossible. It's in this stage that our body grows and repairs itself, and we spend time in deep sleep in longer periods at the beginning of the night, meaning as it gets closer to morning, we spend less time in stage 3 sleep. And finally, REM sleep occurs approximately 90 minutes after falling asleep and recurs approximately every 90 minutes throughout the night. REM sleep is characterized by our eyes moving rapidly back and forth, and it's in this stage when we do most of our dreaming. REM sleep occurs as we are coming out of deep sleep and heading toward wakefulness. So we have finished stage 3 sleep and we are heading toward stage 2 or stage 1. The length of time spent in REM sleep increases as morning approaches, and when we're in REM sleep, our breathing and heart rate increase, but our muscles stay relaxed or somewhat paralyzed because otherwise we might act out our dreams. There we go. That is an overview of what sleep is, why it's important, and what happens when we sleep. I can't believe it took me this long to finally get around to doing a video about this, and there is so much more that we can discuss, from the stages of sleep even further, to dreams, to even more biological things that happen when we sleep. It's a really exciting topic, and of course that's what this whole channel is about. Let me know in the comments below, what element of sleep do you want me to discuss next? I do read the comments, and your input is very important to me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Facebook and Pinterest, check out my website, and join my email list. All of those links are down below. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about sleep health, then I suggest you check out this playlist right over here. And if you missed my last video where I explained the coffee cycle, then I suggest you check out this video down over here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.